A little bit quieter right here. Figured I'd show these ladies. Yes, I see you. They peekaboo with her. She is a character. One of the two she just slipped into next to is the one that usually hangs out down here. I made it to about here. It would have been awesome to have been able to carry the bucket, walk the plank, and have the camera going all at once. She's like, oh, we get to eat. It's the butterball is the one. I think it's probably that one. She comes straight running up, hopping and jumping, and started beller bleating, whatever. And that's going to be my nemesis. That bending over to do that, yeah, I bend my neck way down so I don't hit my head, and then I lean at the shoulders. But it goes right straight to the bad part of my back. Good morning, Minnie Moo. 111J. 425 or 127 back there. Some of them I can read, some of them I know. Boomer, right there next to 241. With 111J next to her. That still surprises me how 111J has slipped into the old farts group. She gets the same respect they do. One of Big Girl's daughters right there. Ah, 13 DJ. Crazy whacked out bit. Anyway, they're waiting for me to finish. I haven't even thrown it over here yet. And yeah, that's a wet spot. It became noticeable 3 or 4 days ago. So somewhere up there. It's not the only one. There's 2 or 3 up on the deck. I don't know if this one's still dribbling or not. That's why this is here. It looks dry inside, but if I move that and put it somewhere else, it'll be wet. Oh, there's one. There's a broom leaning there. There's one this side of the broom on the deck, and there's another little one on the deck. Yeah, I'm just gabbing now, just because I'm trying to remember where all these are. But it's been dry over here. Sometimes we have a couple here. The one up there, it's the seam piece of tin. The 2 tins meet right there. And right there, the next, or on the other side of that. And they're lapped this way on top. Weather goes this way. But I think it's close enough to the wall when the wind's blowing. It's blowing it back and it's coming around. Because that's when I noticed it. I don't see a wet spot up there right now, and the wind hasn't been blowing like it did the other day. But yeah, a lot less than it was with the old roof after we had an outfit that, you know, did the asphalt coating stuff on it, and we put some screws in where some nails weren't. And they sent a kid up there that only worked for him for a few days. Well, he'd worked for him doing driveways, not roofs yet. Set him up there with a 32-ounce framing hammer to knock all the old nails in that were loose. For 2 days, the only thing we heard was bang, bang, bang. And the old corrugated tin up there with a little harder material, and, you know, it was 50 years old, whatever. And he cracked it all. When they got done and they coated it with this coating that was supposed to seal everything up and nothing would drip, nothing could leak. It was supposed to even help with condensation on the inside. You may as well have been standing outside. We had a dozen tubs up on top of the haystack in different places. Propped boards from one leak over to run to a tub, so, you know, we don't have to have as many tubs. And the maternity pen, which that gate comes across here, and that ends up being maternity pen, part of it. And then we use the lockups for maternity pen. Right where Boomer's standing, from her to both feeders. That was seriously stand outside in the monsoon, because all the water was coming through the roof there. And the one guy, the senior partner, ended up in a car wreck in the hospital, and we'd already told him, no, it worked. You already been paid for half. It leaks worse now than it did. We ain't paying you for the other half. Well, then his partner comes begging. And I mean, he's damn near on his knees crying, begging me for money. And I don't think so, Wally. And it was raining. I brought him in here. And I showed him, I told him. We had, I think there were 6 or 7 cabs in there at the time. Because we had a whole bunch at once. Just like the day before. We had them all crammed over to the other side. And I think, if I remember right, up where I get up to feed the heifers, we had that 10. We had a couple in there to try to keep them out of there. Now you jump in there and see how far you sink up to your ass. Well, I'm not going to jump in there. So why not? It's got fresh bedding on top. I told him I don't like having to come out and pull calves in my rain gear because it's raining so damn hard on top of me. If I want to do that, we'd do it all outside and we'd see how many we could kill. Anyway, okay, there's my rant. There's your 6 minutes of watching dogs play around now. Yeah, I'll let them play a little. One of these days, I'm going to get Ghost when he's running. I'm not going to do it. He'll go up there and run back down the walkway, and it's like he didn't even touch the ground. But it quit raining, so let them play for a little bit. The wind's blowing, but it isn't raining at the moment. Looks like it's starting up on top again. And message from Ty. She's not feeling good this morning and very nauseous. Well, she was messaging last night thinking, yeah, I think maybe by Monday I'll be able to come out and, not necessarily do much, but kind of back to what she's been doing. So, who knows? She's still messaging me. Anyway, figured I'd get these guys, show you what they're doing this morning. I don't know what's with him. He likes to jump up there. He'll jump up there when I go to let him back in. Won't you, Balin? Well, I didn't get you squat for video, but I got 6 minutes this morning when I was feeding. Ty's still feeling down. Feels like shit. Becky's in taking a nap. My back hurts like hell. I just sat on the bike in there trying to get it stretched out enough that I can walk out here and do this. As long as I keep perfectly straight, I'm fine. And I still have to go shove some of that big bale down for the heifers. That is why my back is screwed up. It's from that bending over the way I got to bend over to do it. And it's really, really not doing me any good. So, no, I came in this morning from feeding and Becky's like, what are you going to do? And I said, no, I'm sure as hell not going to go outside right now because you couldn't hardly see to the barn from the house as hard as it was raining. Hey, guess who's first? Hey, guess who's going to get his butt whooped? Get out of here, dog. So I've spent most of the day laying on the couch trying to get things to straighten out and settle back in. And she decided we were going to watch a movie. Got Dish. She gave him $5. Last movie we watched was $30, and I said, why did we bother? But it was supposed to be $5, and then it wouldn't load. So we didn't watch it. But it rained all freaking morning. But it's chilled out. This was, Puddle went out to there this morning. So anyway, and I think the water's actually down a little bit more from this morning. At least looking in the old creek bed, it looked like, yeah, it is. There's an air gap on this side of the bridge now. It's about 6 inches in the middle there. It's been about 8 inches above the top of that gap for a couple days anyway. So anyway, that's our Saturday. One reason Becky decided we was going to just chill out and watch a movie that we didn't watch. Our first date was 34 years ago today. 35 years. 35 years ago today. I'll get it figured out. You do the math. 89 to 24. Should be. Oh, I gotta get up here. It should be 35 years. So, anyway. We had since nobody showed up for Christmas breakfast, which was going to be pancakes, sausage links. That's what we had for lunch on my new griddle that she got me for Christmas. Well, she got me so we could have Christmas breakfast anyway. And found out, don't plug the griddle in on the plug-in that I put in beside the stove. I knew it. She just already had it going and I didn't think about it. It's on the same circuit as the one the microwave's on. Happens to also kill the TV, the cameras, everything. So anyway, that's our Saturday. That's my excuses. If I ain't better tomorrow, Becky's going to be feeding. And the bad thing is tomorrow, probably got to clean feed barn. Which would also be the opportune time to run some Romex from one end of the barn to the other. Maybe try to get that stuff done. Becky doesn't run the elevator. It's going to rain again. That's another reason I sat down on a bike and straightened up, because it started dumping when I was getting ready to walk out of the other barn. Dump for 5 minutes, quit. Dump for 5 minutes, quit. Or this morning, dump for 4 or 5 hours and quit. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you all had a good Saturday. Hope everybody has a great Sunday.